Bessie, let me ask you a question. Do you play daddy to her son? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then apparently my response was, hell no. Why would you even say that? What, you tripping now? Everybody would know who her son is. His name is Cam. Do you actually think I would send somebody a response like that and say, hell no? About Cam? Are you serious? You have to be, and I'm talking to this person now because I know you're watching this video. I know you're watching it. You're probably pissed because I won't say your channel name. Probably really just irritates you. It probably really pisses you off because I'm not giving you no clout at all. I know you're watching this video. Your intentions for sending those messages, you wanted to break me and Erica up, or you thought that, oh, Erica must be pissed for her to be doing this video like this. I'm finna really rub it in. Your intentions for sending those messages, you wanted to break me and Erica up, or you thought that, oh, Erica must be pissed for her to be doing this video like this. I'm finna really rub it in. It didn't work. The last one who tried that stuff that you did, it didn't work either. If you're gonna try to expose me to Erica or on YouTube, you better come with some facts. Stop the cap. Get a job. Find something to do. Quit trying to set people up, man. We trying to do entertainment. This is my hypothesis.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Opinionated. Now, the clips I have inserted before my commentary, let's talk about that. So, the video was made, I want to say, like April 16th, April 17th. I don't know to be exact. Oh, where the hell? I forgot my greeting. It's your girl, Opinionated, little nosy ass or whatever. Hello, my little nosies, if you fuck with me. Now, if y'all fuck with me and you know you're going to come back and watch another video, then subscribe. I was just trying to look up and, people been giving me advice. And I said, maybe I'll do this, part time. And, I don't know if I get to 1,000. And I know I don't need to have that negative attitude because I'm like, I ain't going to get no goddamn, 1,000 subscribers. Like, I can't be like the rest. But am I going to get anywhere with that negative attitude? No. So if you fuck with me, subscribe. And I care about your thoughts. Now, let's get back into it. So, that video was made in April of this year. And I think it was like 17th, 19th, somewhere around that. And it has exposing my secret girlfriend before she does. Now, the female that said that she talked to Damion, I seen some of the comments. Now, I don't know what to go for because I seen that she exposed her, not exposed, she posted her appointment that had her name. And then when he was reading the texts or whatnot between the two, it also said Tamika, but he said fake text messages. We don't know. That I don't know. Now, what I do want to say is some key points he did say. Now, he said that the person said they lived in Houston, Texas, but once he looked it up, he found out that the person lives in Rosenberg, Texas. And what got to me is that he said he used to go out there maybe, once every 6 months or something like that. But the point that struck out to me was that he mentioned he does go there. Now, I do know that some people try to expose people, but we don't know if it to be true. Now, for me to believe something, people record and they record themselves going to the account, having messages with that person or meeting up with that person. And hell, like Erica, getting a recording, a picture or something. You know how these damn girls do, these IG models, where they get with these rappers and they make sure when they put them to sleep, they get that snapshot. Now, I don't know because I don't quite, want to believe that because I don't know now. I know you're putting out your story, but I just don't know. Now, he did mention some key points. And, when people are in the hot seat, one or two things, they could come up with the best excuse and have you manipulate it. And, or it could just simply not be true. Now, I don't know anything about iPhones because, I've been Android. My sister has encouraged me to, get an iPhone and all that. Maybe I will one day. I just don't know. But he mentioned that the messages will be in blue. And what more so also struck out to me is the fact that when Erica was ranting and raving about Damion, she also stated that, he been playing her, he was pillow talking. Like when she was doing her lives and going off about Damion, she was saying that he was pillow talking to females. She found him talking to other girls and not only that, Damion did mention in the clip that I forgot, not in the clip that I inserted on here, but in the video, that when he looked up the account, he may have mentioned talking to the person, like maybe two or three messages. So, for one, you're kind of contradicting yourself. For one, you say that this person is fake, she's making this up, she's, delusional, so to speak. But then on another note, why how people talk and they start revealing more things. But then on another note, you also say you may have spoke with her maybe two or three times, casual conversation, but nothing to be serious. Now that's what kind of got me because if it's fake and she's making this up and fake number and all that, how do you recall speaking to her through IG and messages? That's something that just struck out to me. You say you haven't communicated with this person, but you may have exchanged a few messages. It just make sense. But I still don't know what happened. I don't, I'm 50-50 with this one. I'm, 50-50. But the main thing that really struck out to me with the video was the timeline, guys. The timeline of it being almost the end of April, because you might as well say the last week or so of April, going on May, and the fact that he said, "Stop the cap. You're trying to break me and Erica up. It's not going to work." Key word. You're trying to break me and Erica up. It's not going to work. Meaning what, guys? They were in a relationship. Also, now, if you're a deep thinker like me and you like to analyze shit like me, let's go back. Now, him and Latoya, they've been together what? They put to us, right? Even though we know they made it official, they stated that they've been talking for like 8 or 9 months, right? Let's just say, yeah, let's say around 7 to 9 months. You and Erica, well, Crier and Erica was still together towards the end of April, May. So let's see. We're going to say, let's just say May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 6 months from the time. If they've been talking for like 8 or 9 months, and him and Erica ended it in April, because Erica's story matches up. They ended it in April. So I want to say late April. But if him and Latoya been talking like 6 or 7 months, someone is being unfaithful here. Timeline is kind of crazy, like I said. Then, not to mention, we don't know if it's true or not. Only, D. Laurie says it. And she has her messages. We don't know if they're, real or fake. We only can know if Crier admits up to it, which he probably will or he probably won't, or it's probably not true. But she also stating meeting him in June as well. And when Erica was doing her video, she stated that even his ex made a video saying that he had her make videos to make me jealous, and he even met up with her this year. So when you start thinking about the timelines now, I don't know what Crier got going on, but what I do know, if because since I'm small, ain't no one gonna point. He ain't gonna notice this shit. You know what I'm saying? But if someone gets out to him and lets him know about that timeline and say, hey, I'm looking at some of your old videos, and when you made this video in April of this year, you stated you and Erica was together and that someone was trying to break you guys up. How was you with Erica still, and you said that you was single? Remember that? When he did that video before he announced that he was taking Latoya on the date, really they was a couple behind the scenes, but he had to figure out a way to bring her on the scene. Remember before he mentioned going on a date and all that, he said he was single for 6 months. How could that have been? Because at the time you said that, if you go back to 6 months, that would have been January. So how was you single when you made a video in April stating that someone's trying to break you up and it wasn't going to work, but you're single? See, a lot of things. Now, that's one thing I can say that Erica was right about, because his video says proof. Now, I know you guys, and it's a little one I like in the comments that conversates with me, that always think I'm going to bash Crier, but I'm not. Because I once was, on Crier's side and think that he was getting used and all that. It's just I'm 50-50 with Crier. It's like a love-hate type of relationship. But my thing is, that's he even has a video stating that he was with her in April, right? So if he can't debunk that unless he's gonna do what? Delete the video for no evidence. That's one thing I can say Erica is right on. Now about all the other stuff and the abuse. Now I don't physically hear no snap, no little slaps. When you hear a backhand slap, or because some people you may just not shove, but how you're trying to get someone out your house and you may push them on the shoulder like, hey man, you need to get out, man, before I do something stupid, before I do something crazy. Because, I had gotten arguments before, and then, in the past, and then, your significant other may just, take your shoulder, push you like, hey man, just go. Before we end up doing some crazy shit and all that. Now he could have done that, and then people could be over exaggerative and be like, you get your hand off me, get your hand off me, and then make it more than what it is. It could be scenarios like that too, because like I said, she could provoke him, right? Now, but let's go back to the messages. Before I get on the subject about, the Prince family daughter's party, let's touch on another subject. Now, when he was reading the messages, I guess the female wrote, do you play daddy to her son too? And he said, well, I guess my response was, hell no, you tripping, what got you tripping, or something to the effect. Now, he stopped the video and he said, now, why would I say a response to her like that? Now, here's one of two things. Knowing what I know now and what Erica stated about him not liking Cam, not accepting Cam, and Cam didn't like being around him, and that, because I seen the old videos where she said he put me and my son Cam out, put us out. He don't care. Now, thinking about that statement with the hell no, that could be believable. Now, I'm not saying this message thing happened is believable because I have to see, like, it's got to be real, real damn near, proof for me to, But some things, it's kind of, where you could think, okay, this could have happened. This could have happened now. Now, I could see Crier saying something maybe to the effect of texting because he has times where he could not stand Erica. And if you hear the way he talked and the way he was putting her out before, his dialogue could have went like that. But on camera, as usual, he has to put on his image. So no, why would I say that? Why would I, disrespect my girlfriend? Shit like that. Now, I wanted to touch on that. That's all because, I noticed that if you guys go back and look at I mean, she did bring good light to that video exposing my girlfriend, my secret girlfriend before she exposes it. She did. I mean, she sparked up some stuff in that video because, it was good at, it was brought to my good attention that this video was made in April 2021 and it was towards the end of April. And the fact that he said that him and Erica was still in a relationship while Erica was screaming that we broke up at the end of April, and while he's saying this girl is lying, she's delusional, that is actually true because Crier, you said it yourself that people were trying to break you up, correct? And another one tried it, but it didn't work. Now, who was the other one? Because currently you are with Latoya. And currently it's supposed to be 8 months. But your last relationship ended in April. I'm just saying, guys, that's all I'm saying because, people bend the truth as well. I'm not saying Crier, is lying about certain things, but I feel he is certainly bending the truth on some shit. Now, let's go into the Prince family birthday party because someone wanted me, to give my thoughts on that. Now, guys, I see, and I know if you keep up with Latoya and Damion and all of them, you see it as well. Now, I notice when I don't go on IG like that. I'm really not a social media person, however, I need to be so I can have my topics to talk about shit. But I seen her liking, when Damian Prince posting that it was Ayla's birthday party, she's liking everything with them, because she wants to feel, she's involved. She feels like, her and Damian are serious and that she's a part of the family. So she's liking the photos and all that. So when Damian Prince had the birthday party vlog. Now, I didn't watch that one because some reason the Prince family stuff is too animated for me. And then I'll get, irritated with all that. I'm doing all right. Everybody doing the I'm doing all right. And it just irritates me. And I have to skip it. So when Crier put that, that his son confronted him, which I know it was clickbait because ain't no way that he confronted you. It was like a clickbait misleading title because ain't no way he confronted you that quick. And she had just came out with the videos in her birthday party. When he announced it, it was like on the community post, it was like 5 days or 6 days ago, almost a week. And she had just recently came out with his videos. So I know that the video was probably pre-recorded and that they just waited to upload it. So anyways, I'm noticing that Crier is doing his version of recording the birthday party because as you know, he wasn't invited to I forgot the baby's name, but he wasn't invited into his other grandbaby party. So, he missed out on that one because of some issues they had. Now, he's vlogging and you don't hear because you know how Latoya is so involved. And even when she was recording Crier when he got his car painted, you could hear her in the background. Even though you didn't see her, you heard her. So he's talking and all. And see, someone pointed out in my comments that he also wasn't wearing his ring. Now, I'm going to have to go back and look because I was focused on seeing if the video, when the girl wrote on the post and had her own video. I was trying to, pay attention to that video and see if I seen anything that will, prove. But I didn't, hear Latoya. And I didn't notice that his ring went on. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But if it wasn't, guys, I wonder what, will her light bulb start going off about him? Even though that's something minor, but it seems like to someone like her, it seems like it matters to her because, like I said, guys, it looks like when Latoya loves, she loves hard, and she looks like she doesn't want her feelings to be played with because she mentions that. That's why I said she might be a little cray cray. Okay, I can't even talk. Cray cray. Because she, it seems like when she's invested, and that's with, with anyone. If you're gonna invest, if I'm investing my feelings, don't fucking play with me. So that seems like something that will bother her. Like, hey, I noticed that you didn't have it. First of all, the main thing that's bothering me, if she's family and she met the Prince family and they chopped it up and she talks to them on the phone and all that, someone had claimed in prior comments, my little nosy ass seen that. But if she's cool with them, met Darion, all that before he left to go back to Indiana, and they had they run in with the Prince family, why didn't we hear her voice? Why? Because with Crier, he loves to put the camera on himself. I didn't hear him say, "And look at my beautiful queen with me." We came over here, to show our love, and we got Ayla some good birthday gifts, don't we, baby? And yeah, baby. I didn't hear nothing like that. He was vlogging, and then the kids. I'm pretty sure the kids love the Prince family. You know what I'm saying? So when you looking amongst the kids running around and having fun and, doing what little kids do, you don't see them around talking to Janelle, talking to the other kids, jumping in the pool, or anything to that matter. So where was Latoya? And why wasn't she invited? Does the Prince family have this thing against the women Crier come in contact with or something? Because I know they can't think that they're all clout chasers. Latoya, she don't give me clout chaser. She just don't give that. She gives looking for someone to really love her, someone that she wants to settle down with and be a father, stepfather to her children and not play games with her heart. And just someone to grow old with. She does not give me, oh, I'm here for a purpose. You know? So it's kind of weird not seeing her there. But you see Bianca, mom, her man, the sisters, their significant others, um, well, yeah, Damion and, Damion Prince's other brother, because I ain't seen him the last time, and, his mom and Marvin, all them there. But and I know Crier had to feel some sort of way. You can't tell me that he didn't feel no sort of way because if I was in his shoes, I would have felt some sort of way and I would have pulled my son to the side and I would have said, hey man, you met my woman and you said, you like her and everything and Bianca ain't got no problem with her and they chopped it up and, you know, why can't she come? Oh nah, man, we don't, I don't know her like that, and we don't want no one exposing. You have a tendency to get these girls, and I'm just saying from your experience, he probably think you have a tendency of getting these women that end up like in you doing something they don't fucking like or they don't agree with, and they end up exposing shit. Now that could be a factor. I mean, even though Latoya don't come off like that, but to the Prince family, because they arrogant. I do believe you in the comments. They are arrogant. But, from what they seen what Crier dealt with in the past, they would think, okay, nah, because this going to be someone to probably give out our address, tell the shit that go on and all that. We don't need nobody else like that. So they probably have to take their time to make sure she is there for the right reasons before she's invited. Now, that's my theory. Now, Something else I wanted to touch on, and I'm trying to think of it. You know how when you have something on your mind and then it just quickly disappears when you start talking about another topic? Okay, yeah, it just came to my head as I was thinking. So what do you guys think about what she exposed with the Prince family? I don't think she should have, because I felt that's something she should have left out. And like I stated in my last video, her saying that I should seen it anyway just to be petty, it's like she's still trying to spark a flame there. It's like she won't, stop. And that to me is starting to say, okay, girl, now you starting to be messy. Now if he's sending Toya over there to whip your ass, then that's on you, because you say you're gonna stop. And I'm pretty sure, you know, he's gonna probably tone it down. But with the Prince family, I think they're gonna be unfazed by it. But that little part of me saying one or two things. They might reach out to Erica and say, hey, send that video. Or be like, man, I ain't about to fool with her, because the little shit with the twins. I think Damion just Prince still has a grudge, and the shit with Em and Vaughn, but more so lying about the twins. I think he has a grudge about that. But now he could send Bianca to get that footage. But what I think, they're probably gonna confront Damien, ask him, what do you have to say to our face? Because you stated in the recording that I'll tell it to their face, man. Now, I don't like the fact that she did that, because now they just repair their relationship and all that. And, and it was months and months, because I watched Crier through the videos. And then what I thought was really fucked up is that the fact that after all that, he was the only one in Texas watching the kids, so y'all can do y'all videos, so y'all can deal with y'all management, or just have alone time. And you invite everybody else but him, despite the beef. I'm sorry, despite what I got going on with my child, and I don't have kids, but despite what I have going on, I would still invite, my parent there. I mean, that just shows, maturity. Now, him not inviting, that's just wrong on all sorts. I felt that was fucked up. He could at least invited him. He didn't have to speak to him or nothing, but at least he know he had done his part. But with this one, and knowing how Damien Prince can be just as petty too, because what Mr. Cryer said, that my son is just like me in a sense. And so I feel that if they are alike and they don't kiss ass and all that, which we seen Cryer do, I don't know how Damien's going to react. Because if you watch Damien during them series with the thing with Darion, he was a little jealous that Darion got to have that relationship with Cryer. Some sort of relationship, while he didn't get any. So it might bother him, because he probably wouldn't expect his dad to have said some shit like that. Like, Dad, I helped you. Yeah, I asked you to move out here, but did you think I was going to have you move out here without helping you advance? Look at you now. You had 500,000 subscribers. And you're going to probably say you did it on your own, but you didn't. I was there. I was bringing people to your channel by sitting up there bringing your name, my dad, my brother. Then when you put up a response, they're going to run over there too, because they like the drama. And at the same time, you gaining subscribers. Dad, when you needed money, I had you. I got you a car. I helped you get this house, because that's what was told. So why would you think I wouldn't have your back now that you're here? So I know it's going to be some type of conversation like that. And then, sometimes, then this is the one thing I also don't like before, I get out. The other thing I don't like is that the fact that Bianca would sit up there and insert herself when they got stuff going on. Like, no. She'll make like these faces, and it's these stuck up ass faces. Like, no, Damien, you don't need, No, Miss getting all up in his face, and I know Crier be wanting to say something, but sometimes Damien need to say, "Hey, this is between me and my dad." But he will allow Bianca to insert herself. But I bet Bianca don't let that shit happen when she's dealing with her mom or talking to her mom. I bet that shit don't happen. That's the only thing I feel is that he don't need to let her involve herself in some situations that's between them two because it just don't look right. But because it kind of looks like that Damien is like the black sheep. Because if you think about what they done and how they treated him, it's like he's the black sheep. But guys, you know me, if I think of anything else, I will make a damn video about it. Be sure to comment, subscribe, like, share your thoughts, and I will be back soon with another video. This is Opinionated checking out.